Hi guys, good morning. I'm about to do my daily cacao ritual. So I figured this would probably be a good time to hop on here and share with you. I've had a lot of people asking me, what is a cacao ceremony? I know some people are thinking that sounds freaky because there's the word ceremony and there's the word ritual. So let me just explain. So, what is a ceremony? So, I don't know, what is a ceremony to you? So, I'm going to share what a ceremony is to me. A ceremony is a celebration, um, and a ritual is just something that we choose to do every day, like getting up, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, drinking coffee. Same thing, so we don't have to freak out about these words. So, cacao ceremony. So, this is brand new to me. So, if you're watching and it's new to you, well, welcome to the club. I normally drink this stuff called Rise, and it's mushroom coffee. All it is, I don't know if you can see the ingredients, it's coffee and it's 6 different mushrooms. I love the benefits of mushrooms. They are extremely healing and beneficial to the physical body. It doesn't contain psychedelic mushrooms, it's just healing mushrooms for the body. It does help with spiritual awareness and calming the mind and things like that. But anyway, so I drink that, but I like chocolate and I wanted something chocolate. So I was thinking, well, maybe there's some kind of chocolate mushroom. So I put a post out on Facebook for a tried and true chocolate mushroom. And my friend Allie just sent me this message and she introduced me to what's called Aura Cacao. Now, this cacao is not like drinking hot chocolate. So and hot chocolate does not have medicinal qualities. So this cacao in particular, you can see, so it comes in these little nibs. This has all the nutrition in it. It has all the healing qualities. It's not processed. It's farmed and sourced from, it's like hand sourced. So it's kind of like your essential oils. You got your crappy oils you can buy from Walmart that have garbage in it, been processed, who knows what's in it. And then you have your pure therapeutic grade essential oils that have the medicinal qualities. So that's what ceremonial cacao is. It has all the medicinal qualities in it. With that, I have been on this journey to really honor and love and respect my body more, my temple that I live in here on this earth. I have not cherished it and honored it and loved it like I feel like I should have. And health and wellness is my thing. That's what I do. It's my life. So I wanted to just take this time to get the benefits of the cacao, which I'm going to share with you, but also just take some time to just think on like the gratefulness of my body, my organs, my brain. Like, we have been created so wonderfully and intricately and beautifully, and we just kind of like live life without even thinking. These temples are holy and they're sacred, and I just wanted to take some more time to just honor and respect who what my soul lives in. Like, I'm just here on this earth for a short time and I'm just living my life and not even taking the time to love and honor and cherish myself in this vehicle that I live in. So that is part of my ceremony, to take more time to love and honor the earth that I live on, the plants, the trees, like all these great gifts that God's given us. We just kind of live so unconsciously. And I just want to be more conscious and more aware of the good gifts that God has given me, the land that I get to live on, the air that I get to breathe, the people that I get to be with, which is another part of what I have added into this ceremony. So thankfulness and gratitude and just honoring myself, honoring the presence of God that is in me, honoring the presence of God that is in all of creation and all of humanity. And just the newest thing the last couple days, the last few days, is honoring my parents and my grandparents and the people that came before me that brought me into this flesh world. I have been, and I think we probably all have, we're healing from all this trauma, childhood trauma, and what I have been working on this last year is the generational trauma. Like all of our trauma is not ours just from our own experience. They got passed down from our parents and our grandparents and all the trauma that they did not get clean and clear from before they left the planet, and then they transferred it into us. And so it has been my mission to be free from all generational trauma and all that garbage, all the addictions, the lack, the poverty, the mental health issues. So I've just come to a place where it's enough. And so I'm taking this time to just really meditate. And that's another word people get freaked out. To meditate is to think on. Anytime you think on anything, you're meditating. So I just want to meditate on the freedom that I have, which I believe I have through Christ, right? So I want to meditate on that because God gave me a revelation that this body is not who I am. I am the light of the world. I am the city on the hill. I am not broken. I am not damaged. I am not worthless. I'm not all the things that I believe that I have been and people have instilled in me to believe that I am, because I'm not any of those things, right? So to just shift my focus onto who I really am, because I am love and I am light and I am whole. And so those are the things that I want to meditate on. Those are the things that I want to think on. Those are the things that I want to honor, and I want to celebrate my wholeness and the freedom that we have. If we choose to want to walk in freedom, we can choose to walk around this earth angry and frustrated and anxious and depressed, like all the things that I was. It's a choice. We can choose to walk out of it. And I know some people are going to get angry about that, because I used to too. Well, it wasn't my choice to be abused. It wasn't my choice to this or that. But you know what? It's my choice to forgive. It's my choice to release and let go. And part of my ceremony is this book called Choices by Gil Hodges. It says the most powerful thing in the universe next to God is our choice. And so I'm choosing to honor myself. I'm choosing to love myself. I'm choosing to let go of the hurt and the pain and the trauma. I am choosing to let go of any anger that I have towards anybody who's hurt me and just release them into God's love and God's light so that they can be healed too, whether they're on this planet or whether they're on the other side. We can still heal. And so that is my reason for doing the cacao ceremony. And those are my spiritual reasons, my emotional reasons, not physical reasons. If you know me, I'm a natural health practitioner. I'm certified and licensed. I've been for 30 years. Health is my passion. I want to see people healthy and whole and free. And then it's going to start with me and what I choose to do with my body. And then I can teach out of my own experiences. The health benefits are amazing. And I wrote them down. So I'm going to read it just so that you get the fullness of it, so I don't skip over, because I condense things. Like I take something really big and I make it like this. But I wanted to make sure that you hear this, so I'm going to read this. So the benefits of the medicinal ceremonial cacao. I'm not talking about hot chocolate that you're going to sit there and drink with all the sugar. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about ceremonial medicinal grade cacao. And as a matter of fact, when you drink it, you're using a little bitty cup. So this is 4 ounces. I mix a half a cup of water with 15 of those little discs of cacao. Sometimes I'm going to do it without honey today, but I do raw honey that is sourced right here in my area. A little bit of cayenne pepper to help with the absorption, which you don't have to use. I know that from my research, that's one of the things that the Mayans do, and it helps with absorption. So even with this, you are just really intentional with drinking your cacao, I hold it right here at my heart. And like for me, I can feel the medicinal benefits. I can feel the love. I feel like I can feel the love and the care that went into making this. And then, of course, my intention too is everything. Um, I my intention is love and care for myself, love and care for humanity, love and care for all of creation. Whatever God created, I want to love and I want to honor and respect it. And so just holding it here is like holding all these things close and dear to my heart. And I can't explain it. So maybe if you do it, you might understand. And this is my experience too. It may not be yours. So the cacao is really thick, and you're literally just taking little bitty sips. And as I'm sipping it, I'm just taking time to just say thank you for whatever comes to my mind. Maybe thank you for my body. Thank you for my healing. Thank you for my family members. Thank you for my husband. Thank you for this home. So just gratefulness, honor, and thanksgiving is what I'm doing. And it takes me a few minutes to drink this, but it has been a beautiful experience. Now, with that, what I didn't expect was a lot of heart healing, which is actually one of the physical benefits, but it is one of the spiritual benefits. So as I'm drinking this and I'm being thankful and I'm releasing love to my family members that passed, love to my mom, my birth mom that wasn't able to take care of me and had so many challenges, love to my mother who raised me. There was a lot of challenges and hardships and hard things there. And just being able to release and to forgive and to embrace what they were able to do and the life that I do have and the things that they did impart into me. And with that, I have found some really deep, deep healing of mother wounds. And oh gosh, we could just go in 1,000 different directions. With mother wounds, I have had digestive issues. I was first made aware of it when I was 15, and I didn't understand the language of the Spirit. I didn't know that the Spirit of the Lord was telling me, or Holy Spirit. I'm not sure, like whatever you call it is good for you. I'm just going to use my language. So God, Holy Spirit, a voice said when I was 15, I was at school in my locker, you have digestive issues. I'm like, I don't have digestive issues. And I slammed the locker and went on. When I got older and I understood the voice of the Lord, the voice of the Holy Spirit, is like, oh, I remembered that when I was 15. But then, like, what was I going to do with that information as a 15-year-old? I didn't have any spiritual grid, spiritual awareness. Like, that wasn't part of our family, our life. So why did I even say that? Oh, so gut issues. So it's really deep in my core. There's something that was deep in my core that has been very painful and stressful. There was just languish and grief and sorrow, just like this hard stuff in my gut, which is causing digestive issues. So as I am releasing and forgiving and just acknowledging and honoring my parents for the goodness that they did give me, then I'm just releasing this pain. Like I've even had some pain in different parts of my body. So when parts of your body hurt, it's because there's stored emotions there. So I've just been able to release some really deep languish and sorrow and groaning from the depths of the core of my being. So I'm getting just tremendous mother wound healing from here. Also spending some time making sure that I am asking forgiveness and just releasing myself for the things that I have imparted to my kids that have not been healthy, and healing those mother wounds, because it gets transferred down here and there and everywhere. So this cacao ceremony has been above and beyond so many things for me. The first ceremony that I did it with my husband, and he's been so gracious. People who know me are thinking, oh my God, what is she doing now? What's she into now? Into all this weird stuff. Cacao ceremony, what the heck? So my husband does not judge me, and he will, if he feels like it's something that is not going to be harmful, which I would not do. I would not purposely do something that's harmful. My intentions are for good. My intentions are for love, for health, for healing, for hope. So with that, he like is like, okay, yeah, let's do this. So took it a step further, had us take our shoes off, go out into the grass and just sit in the ground. We had our cacao and we just sat there face to face, and I'm like, I just feel like this is our first ceremony, so let's just focus on gratitude. It was extremely sentimental. There were tears and thankfulness and joy and love. It was just a beautiful experience for us. We did our cacao. It was funny because usually I do everything fast and he's super, super slow. So here I am sipping my cacao one sip at a time, and the next you know, his is gone. So it was funny. So, and then after that, we did our gratefulness, our thankfulness. We just laid in the grass and the sun and the air, and it was like a 70-degree day, and just enjoyed that and just laid in what I call, we just basked in God's presence and love and just let him just soak in his love and his healing. And that was what our ceremony looked like that day. Every day it looks very different. The ceremony that I had the other day, normally, like one day I am journaling. I also journal. So I have my journal book and I write down, okay, so my cacao ceremony, and then I will write down anything that comes up, if anything that I'm, that just is drawn out to me, I write it on my journal. And then, let's see. Yeah. So anyway, so every day is different. The other day was so short, and it was just pure gratitude, pure thankfulness, and finally being able to say that I receive and I accept your love. I accept your nurturing. I accept your comfort. Just being able to accept and receive was like a big breakthrough for me. There's always been that blockage there. I've always been afraid to get rooted and grounded because I know the pain of being uprooted and having to be moved and moved and uprooted and moved. So I feel like I had some struggles really getting grounded, getting comfortable with knowing people and having relationships. And it all stemmed with the mother wounds. And I'm not even going to go there. It would take us another hour to talk about that. So anyway, so just that was, yeah. So we go from healing heart wounds to being able to come to a place where this book, Choices, I choose to accept and receive the love that people want to share with me. I choose to accept and receive the goodness and the kindness and the gentleness and all the things that I have been afraid of. So that was just amazing too. So the last thing I'll share is my list here of the medicinal benefits. So hopefully you don't mind. I'm not going to look at the camera. I'm going to look at my paper. And again, remember, I'm talking about medicinal quality cacao, the ceremonial cacao. I'm not talking about cocoa. I'm not talking about hot chocolate. The benefits are extraordinary when it comes to mental health. So it benefits mental health and cognitive function. It helps to de-stress, brings clarity of mind, mindful, purposeful pondering. Helps us to slow down. And that's all part of that, taking a moment to just hold that cacao to your heart and be mindful of the things that you're thankful for, that you're grateful for, any hurt or pain that comes up from your heart, to be able to release that. So it's that alone itself, I could stop there, and that's tremendous healing in itself. It also helps to increase our blood flow, so it's great for our cardiovascular health and heart healing. It's high in magnesium, which is calming, and it relaxes our muscles. Benefits creativity. It improves our brain function and concentration. It's very high in antioxidants, calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron, copper, zinc, which is all really, really good for brain health. And then you have contains serotonin, which is helpful for our mood, tryptophan, which is an amino acid that helps us to make the serotonin, which helps our mood. Um, Also, anandamide, I believe is what it is. I've not heard that word before. It is produced in the brain, and it's called the bliss neurotransmitter. So, I don't know if you know this, but chocolate in itself, a lot of people crave chocolate because of that right there, that neurotransmitter, the bliss, the love hormone. It releases the love hormone. And so if you find yourself just wanting a lot of chocolate, maybe sit with yourself and see where you feel like you're not feeling loved or honored or respected, paid attention to, accepted, because um, addictions to chocolate could be from that because you want that feel good hormone. So you may not be um, in a good place spiritually or emotionally somewhere that you need some healing done. There's also polyphenols in it, which lowers our cortisol, and which is our stress hormone. Anytime we're under stress, cortisol shoots up, and then you get body weight that stays on, and then you have mental health issues. Um, it improves energy and lowers inflammation, also helpful for insulin resistance. And it does have a little bit of caffeine, but it's not like this caffeine drink. So the energy that you get is just going to be a natural flowy energy. It's not going to be jittery, crazy, where you're going to be up and down and crashing all around. It helps us to open our heart and deal with stuck emotions, which I'm a witness for that. Helps us to quiet ourselves, to hear more clearly. Now, during the cacao ceremony, I usually have the TV off. I always have frequencies of like 432, 528. These are healing frequencies, whether it's with worship music or just singing bowls or something that's going on in my house every day. I'm really particular about the sound that is going through my house. Um, So with a ceremony, taking the sound out and just being quiet helps you to focus. And if you focus, you're going to hear what's going on in your heart, what's going on in your mind. And a lot of people stay busy because they don't want to focus on that. They don't want to feel that. They don't want to remember that. And that is your choice, and you get to do that. But you can also choose to say, hey, wait a minute. No, I'm going to deal with you now, and I'm going to forgive, and I'm going to release, and I'm going to let go. So I don't have to deal with these challenges anymore. And it may be something that's a process that takes a little bit, it might take months or a year. Don't put limits on yourself, but just choosing to release and let go sets you free so that you can be a better person. And with that, it is going to help your mental health. So, yeah, quieting your mind to hear more clearly helps to deeper connect to your intuition and your self-awareness. Your intuition, your self-awareness comes from your heart, doesn't come from your head. This is program. This is spirit. So when you're listening to your heart, that is spirit. When you're listening to your head, that's the programs that are running. Whatever you're telling yourself, whatever is in there that other people have told you. So I learned something profound this last year, and it was listen with your heart, don't listen with your head. Because I could be talking to you and it may not be resonating here because you've already got a program that believes something different than what I'm saying. So you're going to be like, reject, 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 even though it could resonate with your heart as truth and set you free. So even being mindful there, are you listening from here or are you listening from here? Cardiovascular. Yeah, cacao is different than chocolate. So, yeah, I'm sure that there's a whole lot more healing benefits. This has been my experience, my journey. I've only been doing it for 2 weeks now. But I've been posting on it, and people are just asking me, what is a cacao ceremony? And some people are asking me with glazed, rolling eyes, um, particularly those in the Christian community, because when they hear ceremony, cacao, plants, Mother Earth, they kind of like get freaked out. And so I just want to lay it out there. Whatever you do, whatever you choose to do, whatever you choose to think, it's either going to be for good and God's glory or it's not. if you know me, then I hope that you know that my intention is to reveal the goodness of God. And I have come to be very vehement about, I do call myself a Christian, but I do not look for demons everywhere. I look for God's goodness everywhere. I look for, God created this, and if He created it, it's for my good. And that's how I want to partake of it. That's how I want to see it. I don't want to look at cacao and try to figure out how demonic that is and how it can be used for evil. I have Christ in me. The light of God is in me, and I am thankful for His creation. So whatever He provides for me, I am going to see how I can use it for my good. And when it's for my good and it's our good, it's for His glory. So yeah, I think I'm going to end with that. So I love all that God created, and I'm learning to see things in a different light. Um, all that God created is good. All that God created has life and has light. And I have made a couple new teachings that I've never taught before. Some things that freak people out, like the pineal gland, crystals, energy, um, I don't know, different things like that, because I really feel like as a believer in Jesus, we spend way too much time looking for the darkness and looking for ways that God's creation can be used for evil. Everything and anything can be used for evil. The words of our mouth, the meditations of our heart, everything and anything. So my focus is to find the good and the God in everything and everyone. So if you would like a link to the ceremonial cacao that I use, you can reach out to me. If I think about it, I'll put it on the bottom of this post. But if you don't see it, you can reach out to me and I'll make sure you get that link. You do get 10% off. I get something, I don't know what it is. I just do it because I like to, if you've got a link or something that you feel that works for you, then I want to support you. So if you want to support me in whatever that way it is for sharing with you, that's great. And if not, that's okay too. You can find other cacaos. I've used different things like Amazon. But when I find something that really resonates with my body and I can feel the medicinal qualities, then I just stick with that. And so if you want my link, then you can just contact me. And if you decide to do cacao ceremonies and you want to share your experiences with me, feel free to do that. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out with me on that too. My website where you can find me is trinitywellnessandeducation.com. So the wellness and education.com is where you can find me, find any different materials that I have put on my website. And yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, thanks for listening, and I hope you got something that's helpful and valuable out of this, and we'll see you again.